Good morning. I'm Darren Burrows. My selections for the Kennelworth Saturday meeting. Now let's start off in race 1. I thought World of Pleasure gonna love the step up in trip. He's had the 2 starts, should take a lot of beating from a 1 draw. Race 2 looks tricky with a lot of first timers in the race. Race 3 looks a field race. I've included just about every horse in the race. I think it's a small but competitive race. Then let's move to race 5. I thought this horse, Quite a King, was very eye-catching last time out, and he has everything in his favour to run a much improved race, while further improvement to his form. There are dangers. Storm Boulevard, Turffontein, Continental Express, Song to the Moon, all got chances. Race 6, now Hoodia. I've been waiting for this horse to go the 1400 meters. He's by Ideal World out of a very good race mare, Walwitchia. If he settles in running, I think he'll be a runaway winner, and 5-2 is a great price for Hoodia. Then race 7, I've taken the double with Hoodia and Wagug. Now I think Wagug is on the up. She's improved with each and every start back in the Western Cape. And even though she's worse off at the weights with Go Like Flow, I believe there's a lot more to offer. And I think she's drawn well, everything in her favour. So Wagug, another nice win bet for you. Then on to the 8th. Now Pomodoro's Jet going to take a lot of beating over 1600 meters. The 14 was too quick for him last time out, and he will be in the first 3. There are dangers. There's a couple of runners that can take him on, especially with draws in their favour. And race 9 looks tricky. I've included 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, and 11. My play for the day comes up in race 6. Hoodia. I've suggested a win bet, and he's currently trading at a great price of 5-2. Good morning, I'm Darren Burrows. My selections for the Turffontein Saturday meeting. Now race 1, Forest God, has been scratched, so that leaves the race open to 2, The Rescue. He is a bit sluggish in the early part of his races and he runs on too late, but I can tell you Pierce Stradham is the perfect rider for him. He'll try and bustle him along and get him into the race early, and if he's not too far back turning for home, which he might be, he's going to run them down strongly in the closing stages. Race 2, include numbers 1, 2, 3, 8, and 9. Race 3, Twa Cut, will take a lot of beating in this lineup. The 2,000 meters on the stand side track going to suit him. The blinkers improved him last time out, and he is the horse to beat. If you're looking past him, all 6 runners can win. So all the other 5 runners have a winning chance. So it's not clear cut, but he is my outright first choice. Race 4, I Am Giant, a very smart horse, but he is drawn 1 out of 10 on the stand side track up the straight. You got to get wary about the 1 draw because you're on the back foot from the start. If he comes across, he's going to run them down. But I've included Bartholdi. He's a Group 1 horse. He's a classy animal. He ran a length off Cosmic Highway, 5 lengths off Dice. He could be the horse to beat. So include Bartholdi and I Am Giant in the pick 6, and those are the only 2 I've included. Race 5, include Mary's Greenlight, Cadazora, a horse like Sukhumvit, Forgiveness, maybe Explosive Bond, and Francis Ethel is a big runner. Race 6, George Handel is my play for the race. He stays on very strongly late. He's going to love the step up to 2,000 meters on the stand side track, and great each way value, George Handel. Race 7, this is very tricky to me. I've included all 10 runners. I do have preference for the lightweights, Prime Example and Indian Ocean. Then on to race 8, my best bet on the card, Silent War. I think he'll take a power of beating even with 62 kilos. Pierce Stradham can ride him patiently, just off the speed, and he'll run them down. And race 9 looks one-horse race on betting, Zeus, but I can tell you this race is tricky. Include the field in the pick 6 because Zeus, not best over 1800, and he's giving them a lot of weight. My play for the day comes up in race 8, Silent War. I expect him to win, and he's currently trading at 18-10. Good morning, I'm Darren Burrows. My selections for the Greyville Sunday meeting. Now, race 1 Kalahari Roller ran a cracker on debut behind Greyville, can only improve. I'll make a big danger Luhamba Pambili, the first timer by the non-platina, out of a very smart family, the dam Simply Royal. This horse could make a winning debut. Race 2, I've included a couple of runners, numbers 7 and 10, the leading lights, but a couple can get involved. Race 3, the first timer, Bad to the Bone. If he's got any sort of ability, he could make a winning debut because this isn't a strong race. And he's related to horses like Big Burn and a couple of top sprinters. So include Bad to the Bone. And the improver's going to be Gorgeous Dude, who wasn't disgraced on debut. Race 4, I thought hard to beat Tibbet Burke. The 1600 meters caught him out last time out. There's been a winner. Send Me came out of that run behind Imaginable and won. This horse is going to be given every chance by Richard Foree. Should take some beating. We don't know the well-being of Professor Lupin. The blinkers have been fitted. He has been a bit costly to follow last season, but he could be anything on his return. Race 5, Vion's Bomb, going to take a lot of beating up in trip. Richard Foree once again for Gareth Van Sale. Tibbet Burke and Vion's Bomb could be a nice double, races 4 and 5, but the danger is Agamemnon. His comeback run was a cracker. This is his second run back. Race 6, I made a field race. Race 7, I suggested a place bet on Rapid Fire. You'll know your fate after 200 meters of the race. It all depends on how she comes out the gates. And if she gets into the race early, midfield turning for home, she could run them down with 49 kilos. But if she's too far back, we'll know our fate very early. The dangers are Maquette, Bomber Girl, Captain's Christie, a big runner, and Red Roses too. And race 8, the field race. My play for the day comes up in race 7, Rapid Fire. I've suggested a place bet, and I'm hoping she can get the job done. Currently 8-1 the win.